Hey, good day, folks. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, evening, whatever time of day you're watching this video. I am driving through the city of Spearfish, South Dakota. Now, I took a trip to North and South Dakota during this past July. And this video is one of the videos that I've recorded during that trip. So anyhow, Spearfish, South Dakota is located in the Black Hills area of South Dakota, located in the middle western region of the states in Lawrence County. Now, here's a little short history of Spearfish. Now, Spearfish was founded in 1876 after the start of the Black Hills Gold Rush. Before the gold rush, this area was occupied by the Native Americans. The city was originally known as Queen City. Now, Spearfish became a food supplier to the mining camps in the Black Hills. And even today, there's quite a bit of what they call market gardening that goes on here in the community. And basically, market gardening is where you have local farmers that will grow and process fruits and vegetables for the local grocery stores and restaurants. And quite a bit of that still doesn't happen here in Spearfish. So I would say there's a fair chance that if you go out to a local restaurant around here, chances are the products that the restaurant serves is going to be locally grown or locally processed, which is a good thing in my opinion. So, as some of you may already realize, Spearfish is a tourist area. Now, basically, Spearfish does have a rich history and concerns to the Gold Rush era. And today, it's more or less of a touristy type of community located here in the Black Hills. Now, the population here is 12,193 people, and as of the 2020 census, the population has grown by 16.2%. Now, maybe after you watch this video, if you've never been here before, some of you might fall in love with this area. You might want to, come up here and take a visit. Now, typically around this time of the year, the weather starts to get a little cold. I mean, not so much during the day, but at night, the temperatures might drop in the, 40s. And then with the wind, it's going to feel like it's in the 30s. So some of you might want to come up here. And, if you do come up here, many of you will come up here and you'll fall in love with this area and you'll want to move your family up here. Now, bear in mind, if you do move up here, this is South Dakota, and here in South Dakota, the winters do get rather cold. And in fact, the winters up here can get downright brutal at times. During the winter season up here, temperatures do drop into the negatives, and there will be times that temperatures, like when you wake up in the morning, you'll wake up to temperatures in the negative 30s, and that's Fahrenheit. And with the wind chill, it's going to feel like the temps are in the negative 70s to the negative 80s Fahrenheit. And the type of snow they get in this region of the state, much like North Dakota, the snow is going to be more light, which means it's going to cause a lot of whiteout conditions, which if you have to drive on these roads, especially up here in these terrain rugged areas, driving up here could be quite dangerous during the winter time when it snows. So if you're going to move up here, just bear that in mind. Now, I would say if you move up here, for those that got a little bit of money, because the cost of living up here, as you guys will find out in a second, the cost of living up here is not cheap. At least, yeah, it's not cheap. So if you have a little bit of money, and maybe you might live in a warmer region of the country, like the deep south, or you might live somewhere in the southwest, like maybe you might live in southern Arizona, where the temperatures get into the triple digits during the summer. I would say this would be a good place to come up, and maybe if you got the money, purchase yourself a second home, or just like this person right here, buy you a travel trailer and come up here and rent you a campsite for a few months to escape the excessive heat of the South. So just like you got a lot of people that are from the North and the Midwest that might purchase that second home in Florida, some of you that are from the South can come up here and purchase yourself a second home up here. Or as I said a second ago, you can just come up here in a travel trailer or an RV and just rent you a campsite for a few months, which is something that I would suggest you guys do if you're going to come up here and this is going to be your secondary home. And as I've said before on this channel, on these North and South Dakota videos, if you plan to move up here full time, you plan to be up here all year round. If you never lived in an area like this where the climate tends to be colder for the majority of the year, my suggestion would be to don't buy a house up here right away. Come up here, rent you an apartment, rent you a hotel. Stay up here for at least one winter season and see how you like it. See how you handle the winter. Now, if you and your family handle the winter up here well, and maybe after the winter is over, you decide you want to purchase a home up here, okay, do your thing, and I wish you best of luck. But my advice would be to you folks that never lived in a place like this with this type of climate, where the winter times get brutally cold, and a lot of times when it snows, it causes whiteout conditions. You might want to go ahead and come up here and rent and just see how you fare during the winter. Now, as I've said a minute ago, housing prices up here are pricey. So your median home prices are going to be $384,000. And right now, the cheapest house that I saw for sale on Realtor.com is priced at $355,000. Now, if you're looking just to rent, your median rent prices are going to go from $570 to $1,460 a month. And the population here, I'm kind of going backwards from what I normally do, but the population here is 12,193 people, and this city has experienced a 16.2% population growth as of the 2020 census. And the racial demographics are 91.9% white, 2.3% Native American, and 3.2% Hispanic. And when it comes to entertainment, I mean, this is a touristy area, so there's plenty to do. There's plenty of places to go eat and go grab a little something to drink. And there's plenty of neighboring places where you can go for more entertainment that you may not find here in Spearfish. And as far as it goes for employment opportunities, the largest economy that's the closest to here is going to be 45 minutes southeast of here, which is going to be Rapid City, South Dakota. I done that video already. It's on this channel, so feel free to check out that video. But as far as entertainment here, a few things to do here is, and this is in no particular order, and I'm not naming off everything that's here in terms of entertainment, but just a few things to do here just to give you guys an idea of what's here if you choose to visit or you choose to move here as a full-time resident. You got the Spearfish Canyon, the DC Booth Historic National Fish Hatchery, the High Plains Western Heritage Center, the Sphere Gallery, and for those of you that are athletic, obviously you have plenty of outdoor entertainment that will keep you occupied here. But as far as indoor facilities, you do have a community. You do got the Spearfish Rec and Aquatic Center. I mean, they got swimming, workout equipment, all that type of stuff. You also got the community caves, the Matthews Opera House and Art Center. And if you're looking for a place to grab you got the Crow Peak Brewing Company as well as the Clubhouse of Spearfish. They're both restaurants where you can grab you a bite to eat, a little something to drink. You also have the Elkhorn Ridge Golf Club for those of you that want to play a game of golf or two. I mean, that's just to give you guys an idea of some of the entertainment that's here in Spearfish. And like I told you guys, there's more than what I named off. And as far as so basically in a nutshell, those are that's the information that I got for you about Spearfish. Now, as far as how I feel about Spearfish, I mean, like I said before, if you don't mind colder weather for the majority of the year, and you got the funds to afford the housing up here, then this could be a good place to consider home. And obviously, there's plenty to do up here. I mean, it's definitely a wonderful place for a vacation during the summer months when in most parts of the country it's going to be hotter and more humid. I mean, during the summer months, the humidity here is fairly low. And when it comes to your temperatures, every so often during the summer, it might get into the mid 90s and it might even get into the triple digits. The low triple digits. But for the most part, your summers are fairly mild. Typically, your temperatures tend not to get much above the mid 80s. And that's all I gotta say on the commentary. So feel free to watch the remaining of the video. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the free tour through the city of Spearfish. You don't even have to leave the comforts of wherever you're at to see the city of Spearfish. I mean, it's definitely a place that's worth coming up to visit. So if you have some spare time and a little bit of spare change, it's a nice place. Come up here and visit. There's plenty to do. And on that note, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I will be doing more traveling. And I also got some videos of me doing door dashing on this channel, and I will be doing more of those videos eventually. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and don't miss out. And if you want to help out this channel, all I ask you to do, which is completely free, doesn't cost you a dime, is you can leave comments in the comment section. B, you can give my videos a thumbs up. And on that note, you guys have a blessed one, and I'll see you on the next one.